Welcome to my mini haul I have from Metrocon. Yes, I went to Metrocon today. Didn't get very much because basically I was on a very tight budget today. Do not ask me how much I spent because that's personal, and do not ask me in the comments below what my budget was because that's personal. That's all I'm gonna say about it. So basically, before I talk about what I got done today at the con. The con itself, the Metrocon was actually quite interesting. They had these really cool looking cars. They had anime themed. The first car I saw had Alice from Pandora Hearts. I thought this was really cool, given the fact Pandora Hearts is not that big of an anime. And well, there was a lot of other cars. So one was like Green Jow from Bleach. I couldn't recognize the other cars. Lots of tables featuring figures. Lots and lots. I appreciate the fact this only have like 20 things of Funko. Guess how many Funko booths I found in this whole entire place? One. Thank you. I do not need 50 of them. Although basically we have about 5 or 6 of these figure ones. Now, there was a couple of ones that feature small booths with figures. One I was actually quite interested in buying one of them, but when I heard the price, sorry, I couldn't get it. Well, there was one booth that had some Godzilla figures. There was a Shin Ultraman, Shin Kamen Rider, yes, Shin Kamen Rider, and they also had Kamen Rider Black there. They had Heteron from the one featuring Godzilla Final Wars, who's featured in Gods vs. Smog Monster. Lots of this is probably the most popular thing I saw there was the figure booths. I love these figures. These figures look gorgeous. I would love to buy a few of the more ones I got. I actually bought 2 of them today. Though I got these on special. There was a booth I went to where these loose figures buy 2 for like $30. I'm like, okay, I could deal with that. Yep. Didn't go into panels. I did see like a show there. Yes, very nice looking show. I listened to it. They're not bad singers per se, but seems like everybody's had a good time. I saw some cosplayers. Like one cosplayer as Brooke. Yeah, I didn't expect that one. One cosplayed as Surge from New X-Men. You know, the comics in 2000s? I did not expect that. Yeah, like, I saw a Black Hat one. Really good Black Hat cosplay was one for Yamato. But Surge? Surge's not that big of a character outside the comics. I was surprised the fact that someone cosplay as this. Now, you might be thinking, did I see Harley Quinn and Deadpool? Because it's constantly about cosplaying. Surprisingly, no. I didn't see any cosplayers. I didn't see My Hero ones, surprisingly. I did see a lot of One Piece. I saw not only Brooke, I saw tons of Luffy. I think I did see one for, like, Nika Robin. Didn't see anybody. Oh, there was somebody who cosplayed as Chopper. Yes. But that one was popular when I saw. Let's see. I think I did see some other ones. I never recognized the anime they came from. It was one booth I went to. I didn't buy anything for them. But this person there was surprised that I actually watched Restaurant in the World. I had a great conversation with her about that. We could say, yeah, I had a pretty good time there. I did a lot of walking around. I did buy a couple things. Plus a couple autographs, like usual. Yeah, that was the main reason I went there, because basically I wanted something close by. I didn't have to drive 90 minutes, basically, and get lost. Now, when I went there, it took me 53 minutes to drive there. On my way back, it was like 40 minutes. You're like, what's up with that? It's different direction. Okay. Yeah, so here's what I got. Because of my tight budget, I only get a couple autographs. I got this signed by Eliza Maxwell and Chris McGuire. Who did they play in this series? Well, Kristen played Malim, and Elizabeth played Abbas, I think it's pronounced name. I even told her spoiler about now, but she was actually very happy to hear this. The fact that she and Ben, those of you who read light novels, spoiler for a few minutes, she marries Ben and Maru. And she smiled at that. It was like, and I told her, Be sure to tell Rika about that. I'm sure you'd be quite interested to hear that. Yeah, I even said hi to Trina while I was there. She was like, "Oh hi, I even saw your next door neighbor over here." She thought that was quite funny. I said hi to Trina for a bit. Then I went to get some lunch after the autograph from Elizabeth. And then I managed to go back just in time. I was actually the first person I got from Kristen to get back from a panel. And she wore a mask, which don't know why she wore a mask. And she had a microphone. Yes, a microphone. Now, this is probably due to she probably thought she would catch COVID there. I highly doubt it. I mean, Elizabeth, I was very happy to see her without a mask the first time. The only time I see her without a mask is in pictures or video. Never seen a person without a mask before. It was great. I mean, why hide a beautiful face like Elizabeth Maxwell's has? Yeah, she's got a beautiful face. Yeah. And I found this out from Kristen. She has voiced 4 Fox girls. Really? I've only seen 2 of them. Seneko-san from the Help Fox Seneko-san. And the other is Nina from Beast Tamer. Which she did remember that one. And I even told her I watched the First Scratch World Adventure, Beast Tamer, and somehow for my farming skill, someone got stronger by my farming skills. She seemed pretty happy with the first one. It's like, oh yeah, I voiced basically Trina's sister. Yeah. Which I didn't exactly tell her about the 7th Prince one, but I talked to her for a few minutes. I was surprised. Like, this is also the second time I could think of where I was like, actually third time I could think of where I was like this has happened very rarely, where I'm like the first person in line for a voice actor. The only time I could think of this happened for, aside from her, was the first time Kyle Herbert, he had no lines. I just walk up to him. Another one I could think of wasn't Christina. She actually had people in front. I was like a couple ahead of me. I think it was Joe Harris. Joe Harris. I was like one person behind the person who was up there, but I was able to get no problem. But yeah, I was very happy to get this signed. And of course, yeah, Melina will be featured much in the current season, but it seems like that basically that I kind of talk more to Elizabeth than I did with Kristen. So I did not tell her I'm a few years younger than she is. Okay, and speaking of Kristen, I did get a couple figures. These are the ones I got for $2 for $30. Meline! Yes, you can't get wrong with Meline. And her awesome Uncle Baldora. I told somebody that he's actually voiced by Hercule from Dragon Ball Z. And he's like, what? Really? Yeah, really. That's who voices him in English. I'd never met him. Though I will get a chance. If I get a chance to meet him, I'm going to basically get his autograph. Because Baldora is so fun. Yeah, and Elizabeth's like, now I got this. Now this one, you should definitely remember. She remember much about the World Smartphone, but she definitely remembers this one, especially this one's currently airing right now. Yes, as a matter of fact, the episode came out today. Yep, but yeah, that's all I got today. Because my tight budget, I couldn't buy anything else. Didn't need to buy any t-shirts. I have plenty of t-shirts. They even had a booth for bucket hats. You're like, really? Bucket hats. Yes. Bucket hats. Now, I have a coworker going to Metrocon tomorrow. I loaned to her my copy of How Aurilla Celebrated the Kingdom, hopefully for Alejandro Seb, basically to sign it. Mostly because basically I was hoping to see him today, but because he had a last minute change in his schedule, that's the reason I loaned it to her. And I thought she was going to go today anyways, but because I had the interesting idea of us going out together down the Metrocon, spend some time there and head back. But that didn't happen today because she decided to go just a Saturday and Sunday. She didn't think she should go on Friday because it's a work day. I don't mind going on Fridays because a bit less crowd. Yeah. Though when I went down there, I had 10-minute. There was one point in my drive I had to wait like 10 minutes to progress this one small stretch of road, all because it was an accident. On the way back, it was no issue at all. I was like, thank you, God, no issue. Yes. Also, parking was a nightmare. Oh my gosh. Like, the parking lot I was going to go to was the parking I went to last year. It was full. Next to it, full. Cross street from Comic Con, full. I went through a parking lot for USF. Maybe I could park there, but I couldn't. So there was a security guard that recommended, okay, try the Old Fort Brook parking garage. Try that. I was able to get parking spot, no problem there. Now, I will mention this. If anybody parks down there, the max limit is $15. I'm not going to say how much basically was charged because that's personal, but just to let you know, if anybody parks up at the parking garage, it's $2 after the first hour. It's $3 after every hour after that. The max you can charge is $15. So, how much I charge? Not saying. Though it was pretty reasonable. Yeah, given that parking, something like that, parking is one of those things that gets expensive nowadays. I was very happy with basically what I was charged, so I was perfectly fine with that. But not much else to say about this particular con. Now, you might be asking, am I going to go back next year? Yes. Yes, I am. I'm hoping I have a much better budget next year. I hope so. I really, really do. So I can buy a little more stuff. Because, also, one thing I like about this con, it's close by. It's like down in Tampa, because I live in Zephyr Hills. We're in Zephyr Hills. Not going to say that's personal. But I do live in Zephyr Hills. It's like about a 40-minute drive from my house. So you were thinking, why does it take an hour? Because I was suggested to drive up 56, past Spruce Downs, and take 275 down in order to avoid doing a Lehman Expressway. And on the way back, I took I-4 now on the way down for 275. I was on the road for about 16 miles. On the way back, I took I-4, was on there for 9 miles. Went on 301. Show math. I was very happy. I got there today. Now, I was looking to hopefully get there around noonish. I did not arrive at the convention center until just after 12. I think it was like 12:20 when I arrived. 12:20 when I arrived there. I spent a good 20 minutes trying to find a parking spot. And plus having to basically hold it in to use the restroom. But after I basically finally parked, walked to the convention center, chatted people, was able to go inside, no problem. This is probably the first time to go in there without waiting in line. I think the last time this happened was actually one of the times I went to Comic Con, where basically I just walked straight in. Didn't have to wait at all. Basically took my bag. It was really simple. Went in, took my phone for the USB tag, scanned that, get the thing, walked to the bathroom, used the bathroom, then free to the autograph area. And when I got there, Kristen was at a panel, so I wasn't able to get here in time, so that's why I was with Elizabeth and all the other stuff happening there. So, the next and last Comic-Con I will go to this year will be Tampa Bay Comic-Con. Now, I should also point out, though, I did purchase a ticket to go see TNA Wrestling on August 2nd. I will basically tell about my experience about basically going there. Here's the thing. I have not been to a wrestling show since 2000. You might be thinking, then why haven't I gone back since then? Has it come up per se? I was thinking going to a Dynamite in Orlando. Okay, that would have been fun, except one problem. I would have to work for the next day. So, and plus, they were actually in Tampa last year. I think it was last year or two ago. And I could have gone to that, but didn't know by the time until they mentioned on TV, oh, they were in Tampa. Probably should pay attention. Though I do know that they're going to Orlando for World's End. That's the name of the pay-per-view because it's the end of the year. That's going to be December 28th. And I believe it's a Sunday. I think it's a Saturday, if I'm mistaken. Yes. So that one I could go to. Yes, I could. I've never been to AEW this year before. So for TNA, this was the first major wrestling show I've gone to because the last one I went to was basically one in a high school gym. And that was the fun race. But I'll talk about that more another time. But I should point out, though, after Tampa Comic Con, I'm done with Comic Cons for the rest of the year. I'm done. Okay? So yeah, so that's particularly a particular view. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and do not hit the dislike button. Next up, Comic Corner. And then have a stream. Okay, next video. Bye.